Thank you to my Online Souk for sponsoring this video. This is the new Toyota Supra. When it was released, peeps were quite angry because, well, they like being angry, and because Toyota and BMW partnered up to make this and the BMW Z4 M40i. Now this pissed off a lot of purists because the Supra is basically a Z4 M40i with a hardtop roof. After they were done having their hissy fits, they realized, hey, we have a new Supra with an amazing ZF 8-speed gearbox and one of BMW's best engines ever, the turbocharged inline 6 B58 motor. And so began the fun. So what my good friends at Race Technique have done is they've taken a simple run-of-the-mill Supra and they've modified it a little bit. So it's got quite a bit of power. Now they're not done completely with it yet, but let me take out my phone because I don't remember what I'm saying. This is the modifications that were done so far. It's got an Accutect software remap. It's got a catalyst downpipe, carbon fiber armor, speed cold air intake. It's got H&R springs, a cold boost water meth kit, a forged charge pipe, and a little pure 800 turbo, just to make sure we don't lose out on that power. Now that you guys have heard what modifications this car has, let me keep quiet for a bit so you guys can enjoy this glorious B58 sound. My first time driving the Supra, the normal Supra, 335 horsepower, 250 kilowatt, 550 newtons. This is a normal map that we are running right now. No F, nothing. And at the moment, about 400 wheel kilowatt and 750 newton meters of torque. Oh, that's fast. That's fast and scary, but in a good way. Alright, so I can't exactly tell you how it would feel to drive a normal Supra because that's not a normal Supra exactly. You have to be very awake. But what I can say is that the steering is very sharp. Very, very sharp. You actually get a little bit of feedback also. I love the steering. Gearbox is nice. ZF 8-speed, smooth, responsive as well. Oh my goodness, can you hear that intake? This car is so fast. Before we carry on further with this video, give me a moment to thank our sponsor for today, my Online Souk. They are well known for their women's items but have recently expanded their range to cover just about anyone. Unlike other e-commerce stores, they function as a marketplace, which means they have a bunch of mini stores to shop from across a range of categories. If you've started selling as a side hustle or you've got a store without much foot traffic at the moment, you can get set up with their e-commerce capabilities very quickly, easily and affordably. To view their online store or to become a vendor, please visit myonlinesouk.com. All the information will be in the description below. Okay, so normal stock Supra, 0 to 100 in about 4.5 seconds. I'm not going to time it today because obviously not ideal conditions. The owner says the best he's got with all this power is around 3.9 seconds. I just want to feel it, to be honest. Okay, so rev it to about 2000 and then just drop it. And then go. Oh, that's fast. That's already 140, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 200. Whoa, that is scary fast. That is scary fast, man. Oh my word. But like you said, like the owner saying, it's odd that you don't feel it as much as you think you would because it's got 750 newtons. You would think that you really feel the torque, you really feel, like you're going very fast, but you don't, which is why it's very scary when you're going into corners because you don't realize how fast you're going until you look at the heads-up display and you're coming in too hot and then you're scared. Very scary, but very fun also. We're gonna try and launch again, 2000, and then go, and then. Oh my word. Man, that's addicting.
100. 200. Quarter mile.
Now we're gonna feel some water math. Race technique, have actually got a 6.2 second 100 to 200 in this car, and I kind of want to feel what that's like. Oh my goodness, that is fast. Okay, that was not just 200, it was a little bit more than 200. Oh my word, that is fast.
100. 200.
And one thing that I'm very surprised of is the handling of this car, because like I said, first time I'm driving this car properly. We have the dampers in sport and in sport mode and everything, and the dampers are quite good, not too firm, but it really holds corners very well. But because of all the power, you've got to be careful because it can be a bit tail happy, but it handles extremely well. I mean, I've driven small BMWs, Z4s and that. I've driven the Z4 M40i also on a racetrack, also a long time ago. I can't remember properly to compare it to that, but this car really does feel very well planted and very scary fast. I've always been a fan of the design of the new Supra since it was launched. I like the fact that this definitely makes you remember that this is indeed a Japanese car, not at all trying to be German. I especially love that rear end. Although there are lots of fake vents, you can see a lot of effort went into improving the aerodynamics. The interior is a nice place to be too, full of BMW bits and bobs, and also the iDrive system. It has to be said though that the steering wheel is a bit new. Oh, and no boot release button from the outside. Shame. People love the old Supra because of the big 2JZ engine. Very tunable, made big power. And to be honest, in a lot of ways, the B58 in the new Supra is quite similar to that, because also inline 6, also turbocharged. Okay, you get me, 6 cylinders, turbocharged as well. And it actually likes to make a lot of big power and quite reliably also. It's a great engine. To be honest, I think this is going to be one of the best engines Beamer have ever made in the future. You'll see. In a nutshell, to soup this specific car up, I love it and I want one.